Alright, let's go towards Infuser solo. I did Prism solo earlier today, and it was not too bad. So let's get another one. This does not look bad at all. We just have the incarnation of ancestors. So let's do it. Do I have blesses? No, I do not have blesses. Okay. Aw, dang. I'm shuffling my deck when Miss was my last card. But I just had to check for blesses, didn't I? Just had to. Alright, that's fine. The scenario is complete when the incarnation of ancestors is dead. At the end of that round, read the conclusion. You've been inflicted by a dreaded state, listlessness. Although your allies are grateful for your insights and skills, your quests have felt lackluster. You like helping people, but material rewards are uninteresting, and many of the troubles which inflict Frosthaven seem small in the grand scheme of things. Feeling as if you need a break from the quotidian. Okay. The quotidian. Feeling as if you need a break from the quotidian, you head off alone into the forest. Perhaps a time of meditation will rejuvenate you. I've never heard that word before. Like feeling as if you need a break from the, I would guess it means like, you know, regularly scheduled programming. You find a knoll lit by a rare stream of sunlight. Crossing your legs, you descend into the turbulent waters of your mind. A warm presence touches you, and out of the sun on the hill manifests a menagerie of blindingly white orchids, the spirits of your ancestors. They bow their crystalline heads to you in greeting. Join us in a test, their voices echo. You ask if the test will give you a purpose, and your ancestors chuckle. They reply that purpose cannot be sought. Before you can question further, you abruptly wake in a dungeon, stunned with light from a nebulous figure, the collated form of your ancestors. With a series of altars line the room, and with a command from your ancestors' manifestations, the altars begin sending orbs of energy towards it, bolstering its powers. Purpose or no, the test of skill is upon you. The Sun Demon is the incarnation of the ancestors. Has double hit points +4. What's the point of the +4? And it's immune to poison and stun. So maybe Obsidian Spear is not a card to bring. At the start of each round after the first, one altar spawns one orb of energy in an adjacent empty hex, starting with 1 in round 2, 2 in 3, 3 in 4, 4 in 5, and then repeating the cycle with 1 in round 6. Altars cannot be manipulated. Orbs of energy are represented by lettered tokens and are treated as monsters with... we're going to be playing... Yeah, monster level 5, because we're level 8, so it would be 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay. Monsters with 6 hit points and flying. Spawn A at altar 1, B at 2, C at 3. On initiative 99 in the round, ordered A, B, C, D, they perform move 2, focusing on moving towards and entering the hex occupied by the incarnation. Whenever an orb of energy enters the hex occupied by the incarnation, or vice versa, the incarnation performs heal X self, where X is the orb's current hit point value, and the orb dies. In addition, place the lettered token on the incarnation and remove any lettered tokens previously on it. Instead of the Sun Demon monster ability deck, the incarnation uses the boss monster ability deck. Its special actions depend on which leathered token is currently on it. The incarnation starts with a C on it. Okay. But it's just ABCD, right? No, because we go to 6, so it should be F. Wait. Oh, no, it is just ABCD. Okay. 6 was the hit points. Okay. I guess I've got it. One, two, three, four. 1 second. All right, let's take a look at this. So A, Vigor. All orbs perform heal 3 self Then the incarnation performs attack for 4, attack for 4, create leaf. Precision is advance the round track 1 round and spawn the orb corresponding to that round, which does not act this round. Then the incarnation performs attack for 5, target 2, range 4, consume wind. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's what camera can I put here? Let's put camera 6 here because we're going to be coming up here a lot. All right, I'm not going to worry about figuring out all of the stuff that it does. Let's look at C because it starts with C on its head. So special 1 right now, all orbs perform attack 2. Then the incarnation performs move 3, attack 5, create light. Or if he gets special 2, all orbs gain shield 3 for the round. Then he moves and attacks for 4 at range and will consume any element to shield. So what is the process going to be here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, I do not know how to approach this. I mean, there's no way that I can just, like, kill him fast enough. I'm going to just have to deal a ton of damage, though. I think he does a lot of melee attacks, so maybe I want Coalescing Darkness to start adding curses, but I'm not sure exactly how much that helps, given, like, once the orbs get to him, he gets huge heals. I'm going to want the Strengthen really quickly. Does doing a big chain of infusions help me? Not really. I think I want this giant sword. And maybe I want the ghost cloak. And I definitely want the lucky die. Circlet of Elements seems fine. I think ghost cloak is going to be good for me. A different pair of shoes might be better than duelist shoes, but that's okay. I'll use that. Because I need to just be going in. I mean, I'm going to want to get a brittle on him and then just get, like, some big insane attack. I mean, you know, attack for 5 with the giant sword, throw the lucky dice into it. I don't even need... This Formless Bladestorm gives me Pierce, which is really good going into the shield. But, because I don't have any Pierce from anything else, do I? To give me big damage on the brittle. The orb things have flying, so that doesn't help. Okay, I mean, I think I want this Unstoppable Impulse for the attack 5. Probably better than Obsidian Spear, since I can't get the stun. And the 2 target is kind of eh. Do I need Gemstone Resonance? Do I get anything out of it? I don't know if I'm going to be doing a bunch of infusions, so Gemstone Resonance is kind of useless. Crystalline Aegis will be good. Swift Pivot, I think, is good. Okay. The bottom gives me attack 4 for, like, a big burst turn. Desperate Throw is a good base damage card. Guide the Flow is good damage card. I don't think I want Boon of the Tempest. Maybe I'll bring it just to bring it, but I don't need this Veil of Protection. I can't afford to ever be taking time to stop and heal. Torrential Cleave to move and make an element is good. Coalescing Darkness is one of the better... Yeah, the boss can be disarmed, so Coalescing Darkness is one of the best. Caress of the Night is probably the best, because he is not immune to wound. But he always has advantage, so cursing actually doesn't help that much. Oh, but if he's always muddled because I attack him every turn, then cursing does help. So we're at 8 cards. I mean, we'll bring Boon of the Tempest, because moving and making leaf is good. So we get to pick 2 more cards. Maybe no, I don't want the summon, because then I can't attack. Retaliate with Bounty of the Earth actually sounds pretty decent. And it's a bottom, so it's definitely possible to set up a bottom and a top at the same time. Formless Bladestorm, like, maybe I would want the damage. I'm wondering if there's any world where Onyx Shard's bottom will be good. I don't know. We'll give this a go, and we'll just see what happens. I think turn 1, I just want to set up a lot of... Well, I would love to get set up for... Is there any way... Yes, I can set up for a big turn 2. So, like, turn 2, I could get Bounty of the Earth with... Okay. I know what I'm thinking. Turn 1, I'm going to get Boon of the Tempest. Turn 2, I want to get Caress of the Night and Bounty of the Earth both up. At which I think is doable. So I'll need to use my Boon and my Infusion Potion turn 1, which means I'll need to Mana Potion, and then I'll need to get 2 elements on turn 1. So Mana Potion will set Dark and Leaf, and then I just need any 2 other elements. So one of them I can get by moving, so I can get Leaf with Torrential Cleave, and then I just need to get any 1 other element out of the Incarnation of Ancestors. And then turn 2, I can go for this, and I'll have 3 infusions in my first 2 turns. And then I just wail on the guy. I probably, on the next turn, go for Brittle plus attack for 3, and it'll be strengthened. And then what do I do on the turn after that? I mean, do I go, like, Swift Pivot bottom with Unstoppable Impulse top? The only problem with this is that I'm not strengthened anymore. So maybe I want to do Bounty of the Earth on turn 3. Which makes it easier to get the elements for everything. That's fine. So Boon of the Tempest on turn 1... So I'll move and set any element, and then I just need Dark. Okay. This is fine. Let's go for it. Boon of the Tempest, I think with Torrential Cleave makes sense. So Special 2. What does Special 2 do? Is that the shield one? All orbs gain shield. Then the Incarnation moves and attacks, and he'll consume any element. So he'll attack me for 4. And he has advantage on all attacks, and so I will take 4. What did I have here? Giant Sword, Ghost Cloak. So I just take 4, and that's fine. And then I will move to create Leaf, immobilize him. I don't see any reason not to. Move to create Leaf, immobilize, Radiant... Oh... This doesn't work anymore because the thing he does, his Special 2, he would have eaten a random element. So I wouldn't have been able to get the Radiant Boon. So I guess I'll just reset. I mean, it's kind of a dumb strategy to, like, reset on turn 1, but I feel like I was not going to win. Let's just try it again and just hope he doesn't get Special 2. And he didn't. So what does Special 1 do? All orbs perform attack 2, then he will move and attack me and set light. So me first. So I'll Radiant Boon with with my Infusion Potion. So that will give me the 2 elements for Boon of the Tempest. So first I will move up and set Leaf and immobilize, and then my Radiant Boon, or Boon of the Tempest. Attack for 3, it'll deal 2 damage, and that is done. Then he will do special 1, which was just attacking me for regular. Yeah, move and attack for regular and set light. He does 6 damage to me. Is that correct? Oh, so I didn't get the element I needed for Caress of the Night. So does that mean... Yeah, I needed a mana potion. And he did 7. Which hurts. But that's okay. Oh, advantage. He dodged his miss. Okay. Orb of Energy A at Altar 1. And they move 2 at 99 initiative. So I just need to make sure that they never reach this guy. Because otherwise I'll be in trouble. But I think it's okay. So... I could Bounty of the Earth here. But I would like to get the Strength in a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. I'll get the Strength in. So I'll do a bottom attack with my Strength in top. He got special 1 again, so he'll command this thing to attack. Yeah, he'll command it to attack, and then he'll move and attack me and set light. So, me first. First, I will Caress of the Night. So, strengthen myself, then attack him for 3. Okay. My attack for 3, it'll deal 4, and then -1, so it does 3, so it does 1 because of his shield. He gets these negative conditions, and I set Wind, Leaf, and Dark. And then with my bottom, I can turn Wind, Leaf, and Dark into Wind, Leaf, and Dark. No, I guess there isn't Dark, is there? It doesn't matter. I have all the elements anyway. So just an attack for 3, and it'll deal 4, which does 2. And then I think I'm going to just go ahead and go invisible. I don't see any reason not to. And I need to suffer 3 damage, right? Yeah, suffer 3 damage to go invisible. Then the boss suffers from his wound. He can't attack me, and he can't attack with the orb. So that thing will move, and then this guy will go right here. And we're new turn. So I have the elements I need. I'm not going slow here. That's annoying. But that's okay. Bounty of the Earth with Crystalline Aegis. I get the heal, and so that'll be good. Yeah, I'm first. Okay, let's Bounty of the Earth first. That'll be Leaf and anything. He's just doing nothing special, so it doesn't matter. So Leaf and anything. Now I have Retaliate, which I think the Retaliate is going to help. I heal for 3. I strengthen myself again, and I get to attack him for 3. And I can make Dark or Leaf. Or I'll take the +1. Turn the Wind into Wind. +1, he takes 2 damage. He gets muddled again. And then did that. He'll get retaliated on when he hits me. Oh no. He's going to get retaliated on when he hits me, which means that Crystalline Aegis is just going to deal 2 damage. So I should have done it before I did the Caress of the Night. Okay, well, I didn't think about that being that useless. Let's just do... Yeah. We'll just brittle him. It's fine. I did not think about that. So I needed to do just a bottom attack with it. I needed to do Crystalline Aegis with Swift Pivot is what I needed. I guess I could short rest and get it back. So he takes his turn now. He suffers 2 from the wound, and he'll hit me for 5. And it does 6. And this will move 2, and this will move 2. And I don't feel like I'm in good shape. An Orb of Energy. C over here. Also, you know what? Now I just realized that I don't have the Gemstone Resonance to get easy infusions. The only infusion I have is Coalescing Darkness, which it's not very easy for me to set up. I think I am going to short rest. So that I can swift pivot with Crystalline Aegis. And maybe just go for a kill here. We'll see. So, me first. I will Brittle him. And then it's attack for 4 or attack for 4. So, we will... let's do the Frenzy Potion. It doesn't matter. Frenzy Potion with the Lucky Dice. So it is attack for 4, and I'm strengthened still. Oh, also, he needed to take 1 Retaliate last turn. So attack for 4 with Lucky Dice. Oh, wow. So we get 4, 5, 6. Oh, wrong character. We just get 6. Oh, wait. With the giant sword too, right? So 6. And then it was 7, 8. 8 crits for 16, which then gets reduced by shield down to 12, which then brittles for 24. And we'll give him a muddle. And then we will attack with the Swift Vengeance, so it's just attack for 4. And it'll deal 5, which does 3. And we can't move, but we don't need to move. And then we set an element. And then the boss is going to suffer from the wound, attack us with disadvantage. It'll deal 4 damage, and he dies to the Retaliate. And that was even more disappointing than... that was even more disappointing than Prism Solo. Like, come on. Come on. I mean, I did have some really OP stuff. And Lucky Dice did get me a crit, which is... You can't ask for much better than that. But, I mean, it was only 1 rolling 1 with a crit. I guess if it hadn't a crit, I would have been in a little bit of trouble. I mean, I don't know. Next turn, I probably would have gone for attack for 5 with Onyx Shards. All right, well, I mean, that's a win. We're counting it as a win because it just straight up is a win. I think I'm going to try the level again without getting a crit because that's so disappointing. How long did that take? 20 minutes. Having proven your worth, you are now transplanted back to the Null. It is now night. The singular manifestation disperses into the ghostly forms of your ancestors, moonlight piercing them through them. Below, they tell you, sleep's a great evil, and its awakening must be prevented. You ask how you should do this, but the clouds are covering the moon, and your ancestors are fading. Keep watch, they say, for your next guide, a one-armed orchid. Their voices fall to silence. Ancestral Blade to Diddy Foe. During your turn, activate all your infusions as if you just performed an infusion. And let's try this level one more time, because that was very unsatisfying. I mean, we'll hit completed because we did win. Let's remove that inspiration. We leveled up to 9, but we're going to go in at level 8. Oh, I probably leveled up on my other character, too. So I brittle him, and then attack him for 3. We'll make it attack for 5 with the Lucky Dice with Strengthen. And we get it again. So 3, 4, 5. 6, 7... crits for 14. -2. All right. It's the next day. I'm probably not going to show attempt 2 because I ended up getting another lucky crit again that just completely carried the level. So went to work today, and I spent a fair amount of time theory crafting a strategy that I think is going to work quite well. And so let's just give it a go, right? Let's see what happens. So I'm going to be using this Formless Blade Storm, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to try to get up here, have the Sun Demon right here. Guy number B is going to spawn, and guy number A is going to be like over here. Move 2, move 2. And then I will be able to pull it in and hit all of them, hopefully, is what I'm thinking. Let me make sure that those are the right spots. Yeah. So let's go. Let's give it a try. So I'm going to start with Swift Pivot, I think. Let's do Swift Pivot and Torrential Cleave. And I'm just hoping that he's going to do a melee attack. So it's like a 50-50 chance, and without it, I think I just reset. But I believe Special One was a melee attack. I don't remember. Yeah, okay. So he's gonna move up to me and attack me melee and set light. So I will first do Swift Pivot. I'm not gonna get any experience on this because I don't really want it. So Swift Pivot. Next time I get hit, I negate the attack. The attacker suffers 4. I'll set Wind with that. And then I think I'm gonna move up here, and I'm going to move to set light or move to set leaf. So make Leaf and Wind, and then it's his turn. And he will move up to here and attack me, and he sets light on his turn, and then the Swift Pivot will go off, and he suffers 4. So easy peasy. We get orb number A. Oh, I totally misdid this. Okay, so I need to be, like, over here. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, yeah, no, the way I laid this out in my head, like, does not work at all. I think I need to be here, and when I spawn Orb B, I'll spawn it right here. And I need Orb A to move, like, 1, 2, getting closer, and then I can pull in Orb A, and Orb B will be right here. So I need to back off 2 on this turn, which is not exactly what I wanted to do, I don't think, but it'll be okay. So let's do Boon of the Tempest with just like a default move, so maybe Unstoppable Impulse. Is there any way here for me to get... I really wish I could get Caress of the Night and Boon of the Tempest both on this turn. But that's okay. So I need to set things up so that I can get Caress of the Night next turn. So Boon of the Tempest top with a bottom that'll get elements, and so we can guide the flow, and that'll set multiple elements. It won't allow me to move into position, though. But maybe that's okay. I could Desperate Throw bottom to convert an element, but I think that this will be better. We have Wind Leaf, so Wind Leaf is going to make Leaf dark. Which is good. Those are definitely the elements that I want. He gets Special 2, which is going to eat any element, and he gets a shield, right? Yeah, so he gets a shield. He'll back off, which is annoying, and then he'll attack me for less. So it's an attack for 4, and it does 4. And then he eats an element and gains a shield, which is a little bit painful, but this isn't that bad for me. This is not that bad. I think I'm going to use my boots to get up on him. And then now that I'm up on him, I will eat the... Oh, I'm very dumb. Guy the Flow's not going to give me any elements because I'm going to eat them with Boon of the Tempest. Not getting XP. So we'll do the attack for 3, and it'll deal 2 damage. And then let's just do another attack for 3, and it'll deal 1. Okay. I did not approach this correctly. I definitely did not approach this correctly. So A is going to move 2, and then B is going to be right here. So now, on the bright side, B is going to come here, and A is going to be right there. So I wanted to line it up for a Formless Blade Storm, which is just obviously not going to work. If I do Unstoppable Impulse, I think it can work. So if B goes here, and A goes here, then I would need to move 2, push 2, and then from here... okay. So A will move 2 towards the Incarnation of Ancestors. I move 2, I push 2, and then I move 2. But it's move 3 because I have the thing up. Also, I forgot to mana potion, but after I use those elements, I would have to, right? So we'll just set 2 elements so that I can get Caress of the Night this turn. And then what do I need with my bottom? Well, I need to make sure that I get my Unstoppable Impulse elements, right? So Caress of the Night, I guess I just kind of have to hope that I get an element out of it. Out of the attack. And then I've got boon, Radiant Boon, and an Infusion Potion to get Coalescing Darkness, or no, Unstoppable Impulse next turn, which I think is going to be really important. And so that'll be fine. I just need to get Caress of the Night so that'll be strengthened. And so do I just want to go fast to do it? I need to go faster than him because I don't want to lose any elements. So hopefully he doesn't get a special 2 again. That really just messes everything up if he gets special 2. Which he didn't. He got special 1. If he had gotten special 2, I probably would have Radiant Booned an element for him to eat. But he got special 1, so it doesn't matter. And then I would have had to draw an element on my attack. But without it, I probably could have just short rested and used a Swift Pivot bottom to hit. I'm not sure. So I'm first. I will Caress of the Night with Dark and any element. So I get to strengthen myself and then attack him for 3. It does 4. And then rolls into 5, or I can get an element. And I think I'll take the element. So it'll deal 4, which is 2 damage. He will get Wound and Muddle, and then we get Darker Wind. So we'll go ahead and just set Dark. That'll be fine. And done. Yeah, move 2, loot 1. None of that does anything. I guess if I move here... No. I need to stay here because I need to keep him far enough away. I could move here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I just moved like this. And so now on this turn, this guy is going to suffer from his wound, move up, attack me for 5. It'll deal 4. And then he sets light. Then thing number B goes here, thing number A goes here, and now I don't even need to Unstoppable Impulse. Which is quite good. So I even could, with where I'm standing right now, Swift Pivot is actually like the best thing for me to do. I get to do, oh, whoops. I get to do attack for 4 into all of these while I'm strengthened, and then move 2, and then I could Formless Blade Storm and do attack for 3 into all of them again. I didn't spawn thing number C. Oh, it just spawns now. Right. Yeah, because we're in between turns. So, like, that's the best. But I would have to short rest for that. From here, I could just Crystalline Aegis. Swift Pivot really is best, though, isn't it? Some of these cards I don't really want to lose, though. I don't want to lose Desperate Throw or Guide the Flow, because those are really good attacks. So I guess I'll just go fast. Bounty of the Earth is fine here with Formless Blade Storm. I wish that I had a way to move, so I really wish I hadn't used my boots, because if I could Bounty of the Earth for the bottom using... Oh, I didn't Radiant Boon. I don't know why that was flipped over. I could Radiant Boon the Leaf and Bounty of the Earth and get the Formless Blade Storm attack, and that would be really nice, but that's okay. Nice. He gives me special 1 again, which is definitely what I wanted to see. So I guess with my bottom, I'll just do a default move 2, and then we'll Formless Blade Storm, which is going to set either Dark or Wind. Do we care about element next turn? We probably want a Coalescing Darkness, right? So let's set Dark with the Formless Blade Storm, and then let's use the Helmet to turn the light into wind, and then now we can Coalescing Darkness next turn. Formless Blade Storm, it's attack for 3, so first into Orb A. It sets Dark or Leaf or gets a +1, so we'll take the +1, so A will take 4 and get wounded and muddled. Then into the boss, attack for 3. It does 4, 5, and it has Pierce, so it just straight up does 5. And then into B, It does 4, 5. So we didn't quite kill this guy, but almost. Oh, I forgot to give him advantage on his first couple attacks. Has he attacked me 3 times? Okay, well, so the first attack wasn't going to do any damage anyway because of the swift pivot. And then the next attack was going to do the -1. And then the attack after that was muddled, so it would have been a +1. So I think I should take 2 more damage, I believe. Or it might only be 1 more. Whatever, it's fine. I think it is 2 more. So now the boss will come here, suffer from his wound. Ah, dang. If only I had gone onto this other side, since I ended up dealing more damage to B, since B's not going to be able to reach. If he could go the other way, then A wouldn't be able to reach and would die to the wound, but it's not the end of the world. He's going to attack me for 5, and it's going to deal 4. And he will set light again, and then Orb B is going to die. Orb A is going to go down to 1 health, and then heal the boss for 1. And then Orb C is going to move 2, and now A is the orb that's on the boss's head. And I don't know what that does. Let's see. All the orbs heal, and then he attacks lightly twice and sets Leaf. With his other special, all orbs move, then he moves and attacks and consumes the Leaf to deal extra damage. So now all of his stuff is melee attacks, which is really good for me, I think. So we get a thing at Alter D, and then now I will short rest. Okay, I didn't want to lose Desperate Throw, but I'm fine with it. Because here, I think Bounty of the Earth plus Coalescing Darkness is really good. I get the heal, which I need. And then I also get to disarm it with Coalescing Darkness, and I just need to use my boon to get it. Special 1s are the slow ones, so I'll outspeed that. So he could get Special 2, in which case he would attack me and I would have to lose a card. But it's fine. Do I go... Well, so I either go double infusions here. Yeah, it's fine, because I want to be strengthened. I think I just double infusion here, and then next turn I swift pivot and crystalline Aegis, and probably just kill him. And he got Special 1. If he had gotten Special 2, then I wouldn't use Radiant Boon. I would go for the Infusion Potion. But since he didn't get Special 2, I'll Radiant Boon the Leaf in. And then now I can eat Leaf and Light and Wind and Dark to get Coalescing Darkness and Bounty of the Earth. So we'll go for Bounty of the Earth first, so that I get the heal 3, I get the Strength and Self, I get the attack 3, and attack 3 will deal 3 damage. It'll re-give him his stuff, and then now I will get the Coalescing Darkness, so I get another heal 3, I get another Strength and Self. My next attack 3 is going to crit for 6, which is 4, which is pretty good. I've got the Explosive Vial to do 2 damage. Excuse me. Oh, all orbs get to do an extra move 1. Is that going to make this bottom orb reach him? Move 1, move 2. No, it's not. Okay, nice. Move 1, move 2. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and just go invisible, I think. So, suffer 3 and go invisible. And then now the boss suffers from his wound. He can't attack me because I'm invisible. All orbs move 1. And then all orbs move 2. And we get orb number A again. Yeah, we get orb A again. Which is not a big deal, because I think here I just swift pivot and I kill him. And I think I always kill him. I'm strengthened here. Okay, I'm faster than him. So first I will brittle him. And then we'll go for swift pivot. So it's attack for 4. I'm strengthened. We're going to giant sword, so I can't move. But it's attack for 6 now. Oh, okay. It does 7. and crits for 14, or if it doesn't get the crit, it does 2. So 7, 7 plus 2 is what? 9 minus 2 for shield. He takes 7, which then would brittle for 14. Even if we didn't take the crit. And then I've got a Major Frenzy Potion and an Explosive Vial. And so, Major Frenzy Potion kills. And then the Explosive Vial can deal some damage to Orb number D. And, you know, all's well that ends well. Definitely not the hardest solo scenario. Kind of interesting, like, but, you know, it's kind of interesting because you don't really have very many multi-target options. Like, Obsidian Spear, you could definitely... I probably should have brought this card, because being able to line up multiple hits with it is really good. Onyx Shard's bottom is, like, actually kind of interesting to use it to, like... Because if you could make the boss and 2 orbs all suffer 2, like, that's kind of like making the boss suffer 6. Yeah, you really don't have very much AoE to be able to hit the things as well, the orbs as well. Attack for 2 on all adjacents, but 2 isn't really killing any of them. But yeah, you just need the Formless Blade Storm, and then if you have Swift Pivot, that's a really good tool since it always underspeeds, and it's a bottom loss, so you can pair it with Crystalline Aegis, and you don't have to have, like, a Frenzy Potion or something. I guess without the Frenzy Potion, I would have been in a little bit of trouble, because, like, Orb D was going to reach, and then C would have been close, and then A would have been close. But overall, it's definitely not the hardest solo. Maybe that's only because I have really OP items between the Giant Sword. But, like, even without the +2 damage from the Giant Sword, we still would have been fine. If we just had a Heavy Sword to get +1 damage, that would have been totally fine. The Rust item to permanently give a target -1 shield, although I don't think that works on bosses, does it? I think it's purchasable, but I might be wrong. Doesn't feel like it would be a crafted item. No, those are the seeds. Oh my gosh, there's so many items. Well, I didn't see it. Oh, I might not actually have it yet. Is it a random item? Oh, I don't have none of the random items. That's kind of crazy. Here it is, Rust Powder. During your turn, place a character on a normal or elite enemy within range 3 and it gains -1 shield. So never mind. I was thinking that would have been good. I don't think there's any item that just, like, adds Pierce. Which would be really good for Infuser, but... Anyway, is what it is. Not the hardest, not the worst scenario.